Okay. Start of fourth year, autumn. Good news. I have now officially found all of my notes and I've managed to reacquire some of my old tower's data on some of my files. I tried to bring them over, but the clusters just wouldn't take in the save file, in the local app file. But hey, that's a good thing about Steam is you could take screenshots and you could share it between, you know, your platforms or your different tech devices. So I have full pictures and loads of what I'm looking for. We're just gonna transfer them over now. Now that we are far more stable, we get to a more common, or not common, but a more how should I say this? A more consistent flow of things that we can do. Everything, especially to be honest, after the first year, or sorry, after the second year especially, is more free flowing in whatever you want to do and however you want to approach it. There's no exact, you know, line of what you should do next. I mean, that's the best thing about this game is it's very open-ended in that regard. But of course we do want to be equally going forward and taking care of things so we maintain our momentum, you know, our food supply, base building. After all, this is a Megabase world. Stuff like that. That being said, we're going to be doing an equal amount of bossing and base building. Something I definitely need to go do is get a hold of Berger and start, you know, continuing that lumber. So I guess while the stream is fresh, just started and young, we'll still early, so we'll go do that. Oh right, excuse me. Okay, let's sort out this stuff. Okay, so from our ruins run, this is more apt about what we will be bringing back after a summer in the ruins. Just bundles of stuff, resupplying, etc. Okay, first things first, take the food, put it where it needs to be. There we go. Oh my gosh. Yeah, especially with taking on all those death worms. Wow. Yep. We're gonna have to put this in overflow. And we don't really have too much room in overflow. Then again, we have more gears, so we're gonna be able to reacclimate a few things. Oh, that's because of the scale furnace over there. Oh, that radius is a lot larger than you think it would be. Certainly doesn't feel like that in winter, you know what I mean? Okay, that's the other thing we're going to start building. One of the other sets that I found in my notes was my farmer's market, I call it. That's where I put all my crops, seeds, and giant fruit, giant crops on display, etc. Don't think we have enough room for this. Actually, no, we had one extra chauffa. So yeah, we have room for it. Yeah, we're good. I'll just have to borrow and be in the meat section for now. That's one of the other things I want to definitely get done this stream. The farmer's market's not particularly egregious to have to put together, though it is substantial enough, so there's that. It's also why I bothered keeping some instances of the other crops that I don't normally... you wouldn't normally care about, because unfortunately, this is true, they're just not particularly useful, as terrible, as unfortunate as that sounds. I mean, pomegranates, pumpkins, watermelon, these are all good crops because they all count as one full unit of whatever they are, vegetable, fruit, or sweetener, etc. But they don't really have too much in the way of specific, you know, necessary, you know, products for recipes. Also want to expand more on the apiary and get some more bundles going. So we're gonna want some more beeswax, some more honeycombs. I believe I put Thurside crowns here. We're gonna convert as many of these into purple gems as possible. I'm also trying out a new mod. It's called DST OST Remake. They added on to and expanded some of the melodies that can be playing. You're hearing it right now, actually. Not too bad. Though we shake it up a bit until I get a proper, until I get some proper soundtracks going. This little site crown needs to be converted over, and then to its appropriate skin. Oh no, that's the new one we got. There we go. Let's keep them consistent. So yeah, dark armor, Philosite helms. We are slowly entering late game. I believe I put it here. Right there. Okay, these extra armors are for deconstruction. We'll do that when we're old Wanda and we have the time to go about and doing that. Oh, I forgot to throw. I'll keep that on hand just in case. Gosh, I know I said this before, but I really like the full moon lighting. Like, I would keep the necessity of having some kind of light source on your character, but I know it's part of the ambience and the immersion, really, and part of the gameplay of survival. You know, out there, away from, you've seen any kind of blackout, if your block has had a blackout or anything like that, you get to see the, you know, how incredibly dark it is out there. But I also mean for, like, for some measure of quality of life, just as an option. I just find it a little bit funny they don't allow that, or how there aren't any mods that don't have that. Yeah, let's get these farms going. Oh my gosh, so much rot. Just to double up, this would be amazing for Wormwood. No kidding, I probably have like 400 rot in one of these Vault Goat farms alone. We're gonna want to expand on our railways, or roadways, if you will. Oh, I'll take it with me, it's fine. Actually, no, I'll leave it around here. We're gonna want to expand on these a bit. Let's do some harvesting. Next time I'm old, I'm going to be deconstructing all that stuff down there. So for each bee queen crown is pretty much a bee box. Because of how this biome is shaped, it's more diagonal, like this. I'm gonna have to square it off at some point. Maybe along here, just to keep along with the road. We'll expand it all the way out, and then we'll make the divide we're going to over here. We'll probably put another box here, and then a couple more in between here, just to forecast what we'll be looking at. Just completing a lot of tasks. Also got the precise layout. And as a happy coincidence, this is precise. I believe this is 5 spaces wide, which is what we're going to be looking at for the berry bush farm. that I designed. You know, my specific layout. Yeah, it's full. I believe we... Nope. Let me restore this a little bit. We'll take from here. That reminds me, did I get the other Oculus ready? No, I didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So I'll take these then. Need Antler to replace this. Honestly, I may want to lay off of claws a bit and let more years roll by. I know we got pretty much, we're just from start 50 days of autumn, which is, when you stop to think about it, it's 400 in world real life minutes before we see winter again, and then they grow their antlers. Oops, I don't know. So many things we can branch off and do. Let me go ahead and get this Visual set. I already have one. My microphone is a desk microphone, you can tell. Some certainly could. Way to bring it up. And it's kind of in the way of my screen, because I'm trying to watch my posture as well. My bad posture when I started streaming a few weeks ago was so bad it took me out of for commission for like 5 days because it strained my muscles and my tendonitis came back. Always like to preempt the next one by preparing another lens, another socketed lens, of course, and another compass. The Marmar Claws respawns his loot stash in places we've already been. We've already set up signs, so we don't have to worry about using the boards on the signs to use them for the Visual. Also, we're going to think about eventually, certainly not this stream, or maybe in the next one, but in the future we're going to be... Okay, maybe in the next one. We're going to start thinking about our pig farm, which is actually going to double as our Moonrock farm. I believe our... Yeah, it's not that far away, it's over here. Our Moonrock forest. Okay. I'm going to wait till these rehydrate, and then we'll move them about. Just see this now. Alright, so two things I wanted to make sure of was where I was going to place the farmer's market. I was thinking about over here. I still don't think that's not a bad idea, although what I should actually adjust first is the hound trap position, because this is fine enough for the hound trap, but I'm going to make an extended chest zone around it. You'll see when it's done. So I might have to adjust the spacing a bit. Yeah, the hound trap itself is 8x8, but the whole thing I'm going to use is 14x14. And this long line of land, which is pretty good, is actually only 11. We also have... We have this to continue as well. But we also have... Was it... we also want to put the farmer's market relatively close by to the farm itself. The only reason I'm reluctant to put it, like, say, over here, or even up out here is because I want to put the trophy room somewhere, but that especially is the largest. And that's when they didn't add Nightmare Werepig in yet. And that one is a whopping 16 by 17, and that was to fit in all the other bosses. So I might have to make it something around 16 by 20 or something like that. So it might seem a bit disjointed, but we may end up putting it over here. It's a bit weird. And we don't have to have this road here, I suppose, but we do have Orly's Kitchen over here. The problem is that Antlion is in the middle of all this space. It literally is the middle of this Oasis biome. And I wouldn't put it in here and here because this is just the glaciers, and they're going to still be there. That's too small. This is going to be mostly an apiary. Come think of it, I might just expand the rest of this to be the apiary as well. Oh, I'll have to cut it short then, I guess. Maybe even cut it there. So we have some options in that regard. The trophy room being over here is not impossible, but it just seems a little disjointed. So yeah, the Hound Trap and extended chests zone is going to definitely be here. Alright, let's do some measuring, because I have some specs here. Now we can use cover for it. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Give us some room. I suppose we could do that. Just doing some visualizing here. Okay, assuming this whole square is going to be where the farmer's market is, leading all the way back to the road, that would be good enough. That wouldn't be so bad. But I really need to figure out where I'm going to put this. So we're doing 14 by 14. Up to here is 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we essentially have until this pivot in the landmass. If you want to move this over, I think you have to move it over by... Hold on, this is 8. Right, 1, 2... Okay, no, this is technically 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, cut. But this is also 10. So 10, 11, 12. 11, 12, 13, 14. That be the cuts? Edge here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12. 13. No, this is 14. From the edge. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I actually don't mind this being 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Then 14 over should be what we're looking at. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, perfect. That's our square. Okay. I know we're old right now, so I'm going to go deconstruct after I measure this out completely. And it goes without saying, aerial view makes this much, much easier to measure and visualize where you want your set pieces to go, shape, etc. This is also why people prefer basing in either of one of the deserts. It's much easier to visualize the lines because of how the turf acts. Even though we're totally going to come back and cut into it again. Okay, so we're going to uproot these. Let's just make it easier on ourselves. Let's just go ahead and erase this initial indentation. Another good reason not to use up all of the sand turf on kindling immediately, even just to get rid of it. You might need to use it to fill in spaces like this. Hey Dreamy, how you doing? Okay, so we're making a 14 by 14 square. This reaches out to here. Oh, forgot to take out the sand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Trying to stay cool, huh? Oh, you know, just basing. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I know you typically like using a heater. You don't think you really need it right now. Okay, there's our square. We'll go ahead and find the middle of this, and that's going to be our break into pathway. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now this should be the center of the square. Oh, and I'll just put these here. There we go. So these 4 points are going to be the roadway. It's going to be cobblestone into the hound trap. Okay, now that we've figured out that topography, just add this to our pile over here. Actually, I'm going to need this for measuring. I'm going to need the carpet flooring in a bit. But while we're at it now, let's go ahead and deconstruct some stuff. Might need more than that. That should be fine for now. For those who are wondering why I'm old Wanda, or why I want to be old Wanda when I do this, is old Wanda receives the smallest penalty. Normally using magic items drains 15 sanity from your character. But middle-aged Wanda, it only drains 10, and old Wanda only drains 5. So it's just easier on yourself to disassemble stuff as old Wanda. The reason I didn't do the Beakwing crowns just yet is because they're all going to spawn 4 bees, and I want to capture each of them. So for each crown, I'm going to take the time to catch 4 bees and make a bee box up at the apiary. Okay, so let's sort this out. So I got a bit more nightmare fuel out of that from the bones. Okay, I'm gonna want some baguettes. Oh, it's about time we go harvest our silk as well. We haven't done that in a bit. Should probably have close to, I want to say 200, maybe? We'll have to wait for a morning to occur, so that way the spiders aren't freshly respawned or anything. Okay. Now we catch bees. Gonna get mad. Run past them, catch them. Where'd the other bee go? Oh, there he is, all the way out here. Last one. I don't know why, but my controller hesitated to execute the command I gave it. Okay, let's pick all this up. Okay, any remaining honeycombs I'm just going to turn into beeswax to turn into wax paper and then turns into bundle. Or bundling wrap to be more precise. So we're going to need some boards. Actually, while we're around here, we don't have any meat products on us, so we'll wait for these guys to get done. Help them out a little bit by getting rid of that warrior. And to be more precise, I'll just do Action Q Reborn on the silk. Actually, they're cleared now, so it should be fine. Why did you close the gate when I asked you to pick up the silk? Why are you doing that? Stop that. Okay, go inside then. Gosh, that was so weird. Especially need to be careful if the bunnies don't go back inside that you don't accidentally pick up the monster meat, because then they attack you. Just makes it easier. I also need to despawn all of these glands. They're just... I can't even, like, normally get rid of them or toss them away. Or, I mean, I could toss them away, but I can't just, like, use them up to get rid of them because of Wanda. Oh, great. She's trying to path somewhere. Not good. let those guys fight it out. Alright, that's all I wanted to do. By the way, Dreamy, do you hear any like muffling sounds, especially when I switch from mouse and keyboard to controller and vice versa? I want to try and use OBS to try and muffle those out. Or filter them out, rather. So yeah, we're good on Silk. Oh, I don't need to be healed anymore. Should have sprouted by now. Let's go ahead and the farm from this. Usually because we're most likely busy doing other stuff, autumn is really the time where they really dial down on the twig and grass farm. Because they're usually busy bossing whenever we're not doing any farming that isn't, or base building that's not in front of us, really. Just these here for now. Right, let's refine some beeswax. And by some, I mean the rest of this. Go to the papyrus here because I'm definitely going to want a chest for it. And speaking of boards, let's go ahead and collect those. I think on the way up there we'll go ahead and add some of these saplings and tufts to their respective farms up there. And then from there we'll go up to our tree farm. This is also the time most often when I collect honey as well, since the bees aren't, you know, killer bees like they are in spring. Okay, that might be a little bit too narrow for some of the eye plants to get clearance. Actually, while we're on the way down, let's go ahead and harvest this honey from these initial boxes. Put this down as well. Actually, there are still a few more crops we need to look for. We have watermelon, we have pomegranates, but we're gonna need carrots are always available. What else do we still need? Durians. Oh, we do need durians. They are part of the crop set. We have popcorn. Well, corn. Which usually make it into popcorn. Oops. No, don't unbundle that. Nope, that one's off too. The reason I don't use the action queue is because it's rather bad about planting things linearly in a line. You can do some really weird and interesting stuff. Lori Melron can attest to this. I've seen it. Sort of been able to get it to work with the berry bushes. Sort of. Okay. And then we'll do another row. Yeah, 3 layers is really all you'll need. Actually, let's bring Chester with us. And I'm going to want to make a road out through the AP area as well. Oh, you're left over from the other Hound Wave, aren't you? For a second, I was like, wait a minute, I know I didn't hear them. Okay, just be a bit more pragmatic. We'll just use Chester for basic storage. And yeah, put down his bone as well, or he's gonna follow me. You may ask yourself, do you really need all this wood and all these boards? And for a Megabase world, the answer is absolutely yes. So unfortunately, it's quite necessary. Even if somehow I happen to be the first person you're noticing or you're watching this process with, you go to anybody like Jazzy or Glurms, you'll know that we have moments where we have to just do all of this collecting and all of this refining. I don't particularly like Berger being so close to here, or wandering over here anyway. So I'm going to take Barringer and move him somewhere up here. Because if he keeps going down this way, he's going to hit our apiary eventually. I don't want that. Barringer's AI also tends to be erratic the longer one is still around. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and have him come over here. Actually, I'll tell you what, have him clear the stage for us. Oh yeah, there's also a little bit of revised battle theme as well they've added. Alright, let's take him up here. These longer running games, they're great, but after a while, you will start to get a little bit, their soundtracks will start to become so common that they're unnoticeable, largely, so I just think it really stands out, and I really do like the soundtrack that I'm hearing now. Stop losing interest so soon. Okay, there, you can have fun with these low flats. One up. Where did I drop the other ones? They're down here, right? Yeah, they're right here. Okay. switch in the middle of that. Oh, that's the case. I need to wait for morning. No, I used to be able to switch before. I don't know what the problem is now. Making as much of a box formation as best as possible so that when Barrier charges, it's just easier. Get the most out of it. Anything over 120 pi cones, we should get some of the like first rows starting to grow in the first stages. Okay. Nope. These are rot or eggs. In which case, I think I'll turn them into eggs. These are probably going to be in the way later. Now that we finally have plenty of bundling wrap, I have no worries or qualms about making multiple gift wrap as well for just some temporary use. Okay, let's think about shaping the farmers market so we can start on that more prominently. While I'm around here, I'll catch some of these butterflies and expand the flowers for the bees. Actually, this reminds me, we're going to be looking for some turf now. Eventually we can make all the turf we want, but right now we'll just go hunting for it. Okay, I'm going to want some grassland turf. I guess I could take it from around here. Well, let's shape this first. Where there is full sand turf is going to be carpeting. Okay, we're gonna make some more carpeted flooring. Actually, that should be enough, but let's have one more pile. Please go so far. Of course, as soon as I do that. Oh, you guys are finally coming out at the rate you're supposed to, huh? Actually, here, let's go get the grassland turf. Actually, now thinking about it, we're gonna clear these out for roadways. So yeah, what's great is you can wear the turf razor while on a beefalo. That should be more than enough for our means right now. For our purposes at the moment. We'll just keep going off of that. Alright. I'm worried about that 1B. It looks like its AI is kind of stuck. It looks like it wants to go into the B box, but it can't. Which tells me it probably wandered away from the B box too long that a 6th B generated. So yeah, each B box can only accommodate 6 Bs. But if one wanders off too much, it disassociates from the B box. And then after enough time, a B is generated if the B box doesn't have 6 assigned to it. Oh, while it was up there, I probably should have planted those flowers. Can't wear the turf razor and the moggles at once. Right, probably shouldn't have done that just then. Okay. Okay, the rest of the space is going to be cobblestone surrounding it. So leave this right here for now. Something that's going to be incredibly silly when you see it for the first time, especially, is breaking all that rock fruit. Well, maybe another one. We may need another turf razor for this. Okay. Hold on this for now. Okay, every more set piece that we start to fill in and start laying out really starts adding, and the shape of the Megabase starts to take form. these out now. The formation of the bushes is pretty much correct. Watch, as I put it down. Oh, fine. Okay. I do want to fill in more of the cobblestone flooring around here and some road work eventually. But before I do that, I think it's about time to use the turf raisers to get what I like to use as my framing turf. I might as well use this one. Also, 400 days. The dogs are going to come here tomorrow, so I think I'll just stay in old age. To make things a bit faster, will be Leviticus with us. Okay. Well, I need to wait for daytime. But what I'm going to do is, since I'm going to clear all this out and replace it with cobblestone turf so we can fight Celestial Champion here, we'll just take the moon, we'll take the moon crater turf from here. Sort of mark out where we're going to be moving it. Okay, they're going to come the next day. Oh, and you have cobblestone in it. Yeah, it's a good enough size arena. Probably at minimum, but still a sufficient amount of space. The biggest thing you need to plan for is stage 2's spinning attack. Give yourself time to, or room to run around. Since this needs to happen at some point, we'll just go ahead and uproot all of it. Shouldn't get rid of our turf razor, but it's definitely going to put quite a dent in it. Actually, I take it back. Looks like it is going to take up all of our turf racer. And we're not even going to finish just yet. That's fine. We'll finish officially, or in official capacity, when we're about ready to set up for him. Okay, time to pick up all the turf. I was just thinking to myself, did we prep our third round of Shadow Chess Piece form, or not? I'm thinking we didn't. But probably by the time I do that, I think I'm going to switch to Wolfgang, since he can move normal speed while mighty with carrying statues. And use that to set up the Shadow Chess Piece farm, as well as set up the beginning statues of what I want for the Hound Trap. we'll do all the turf gathering now. It actually serves two purposes right here. The turf I need to get and collect anyway, plus making room for the cobblestone we're gonna make for Celestial Champion Arena. Oh, this is real. I was just looking at my notes. Okay, we need eggplants, we need durians. We have potato seeds, we need to propagate them more. We have the pomegranates and watermelons already. Everything else we also have. We stopped to hear the hounds. We're gonna have to get off and warp back to base real quick. We'll have the amount left. That's not an if, that's when. Hopefully it comes sooner rather than later. Oh, good. Did we go sell it? No, it's a couple stragglers. Hold on, let's see. I guess I'll just leave this stack here. Alright, let's go back. Okay, we're gonna need to make some more turf razors. I actually have to go around and shave some beefalo again to make it faster. Where'd the desert stone go? Yeah, it's right here next to it. I thought so. Nope, there are the downs. You guys will have to be patient. Organization first. I did not want to pick this up. Right now we have a little too much monster meat. Having too much of any one of the meats, I would say, is a good problem to have, but still, we need to reorganize some stuff. Start to formulate the farmer's market. Excuse me. Okay, let's start shaping our berry farm. Actually, it's gonna involve grassy turf. Not that they don't grow at the exact same rate, but there's enough of a window to try and bring them to unison, which is why even it's worth probably just activating the ones that are too old. I think we're gonna need a little bit more grass turf, so let's go do that. Oh, I do believe our bunnies made it into their hutches. Alright, at some point we're gonna have to get this to turn. But for now, that's fine. looks like it's time to harvest honey again. Now we're getting some respectable honey numbers. If honey numbers are indeed a thing. Just drop it, Lori. Thank you. Okay. 1, 2, 3. These are going to be placed with 2, 1, 2, 3. Gotta clear this. Also, let's hope we're correct on these. Correct enough? Yep, we are. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shoot. I mean, we could still do it, but we got a good half of a fourth of the, or one of the corners here is cut off. I mean, now we might be able to make it work. Just go 1, 2, and then yeah, so the 3 here are pretty much taken up. By the water. Fill the rest of this in with grass turf. No, we're one off. Alright, let's go fix that. Yeah, okay, I think we can do it with 3 corners. Yeah, I think we can do it. We'll go ahead with it. Couldn't think of it. I guess... Yeah, I guess up here would be just as good a place to pivot in the roadway is any. I'll head this way, I suppose. Although I guess what's a little bit difficult is that it's because of how the turf acts in this game. There's going to be like this opening on the grassy plain here. You can't really shape it any differently. It has to go how it has to act. Which reminds me, I need to adjust to that scarecrow. I pretty much took all of my other hammers and used most of them down at the caves, huh? Down in the ruins. So let's make a bunch more. As for the rest of the turf, we'll just leave this out. The grass turf here. Okay, plenty of rocks. Or plenty of rocks, plenty of hammers. Oh, don't worry about our rocks. Oh, that's gonna be at least half of all that stone fruit over there. Okay, let me adjust this. I ended up misaligning it a bit. Oh no, it gave us the pumpkin back. That's good. Okay. I like putting it at the tip of where it meets there. Actually, is that accurate? No, I'm one tick off. Oh, shoot. Okay, just in case, I'll keep it with me this time. The materials. Also, by the way, I suppose this is a good instance of an emergency pumpkin. You always get a fresh one. Okay, should be there. Right, because in front of it, what I almost always put is the friendly fruit fly fruit. That wasn't quite close enough. That should be good. Oh, the one-man band usually sitting around here too. Have some night armor here. Okay. Let's go check on the twig and grass farms. What happened here? My goodness. At what point were they aggroed enough to reach out and break the fence down? I mean, okay, on occasion, sometimes it just bodes well to just reset the spire den, because on occasion a tier 3 nest can be a little bit too much for 6 rabbit bunnymen. We'll just leave these here just in case. Actually, this reminds me, let me get rid of clear that up. All right, I was on my way up to the twig and grass farm. Okay, to get the farmer's market started, I'm gonna need to make a produce display. Actually, I think I have it on one of my tabs. Really? I don't. Okay. Anyway, here it is. there should be 8 tiles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Okay, a little bit too much. Okay, we can actually cut this down a bit then. Okay, as of this... or as of right now, there's only 14 major crops that have their own individual items that you can grow. And there's going to be one for each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then same down here. That'll be the farmer's market. Now, what I am wondering is if maybe we shouldn't move it over one more. No, I don't think it's... yeah, again, because of how the turf acts, there's not going to be a way to center it. Especially since that's 8 up there, the length of our chest zone. Well, it'll be much better when they finally get to adding some more crops in, hopefully. Oh, need more boards. Looks like I can put these away now. Should be fine. It's a base setup. Okay, I think I know where I found some more of these leaf blade berry bushes. Actually, I'm gonna want one down here. Oh, never mind, I already made one for it. In that case, it should be in the chest it's in. Belongs to. Actually, since we're gonna go over to Big King, let's go ahead and turn in our frazzled wires and other trinkets. Reason being, I'm pretty sure that the spot you can remember, I could remember where those berry bushes were. It was near a pig village. Here's another reason to switch mouse and keyboard. First, just give these. I wonder if it'll switch over to the next stack or if I have to reinitiate. Oh, good. It does go over to the next stack. Come pick these up whenever we have the opportunity to. We're not want for gold at the moment. Speaking of which, I wonder if the loot stash is where we've left. We've only left 3 so far. Eh. Have we seen him already? See if I can't find the loot stash on the field right now. No, it's probably the mosaic biome. Alright, let's go ahead and until we have 3 full layers of saplings and grass tufts, we're gonna have to keep collecting some of these. Oh look, there they are. They already spawned in. Yeah, I probably should have brought Chester. Just for simplicity's sake, but I guess I'm gonna have to bundle some things. There's also plenty of wood in this like upper half or section that's I forgot to pick up from. So yeah, there are 6 of them this time. There were 6 last time, I believe, so we have one more antler key up here somewhere. When we come over for the gold, I guess we'll start looking around for that. It's not absolutely necessary right now. It's not vital or anything. Oh, right, out of room, huh? Well, darn. Alright. That's gonna be rut. Okay, so I'll have to come back for the saplings. See, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's over here. Yeah, here they are. There's 9 more. Guess while I'm around here, I might as well pick up some more reeds. Oh, thought I heard a bishop. Okay, looks like that's gonna be it. Wait. How did you get out? Whoa, what happened here? No, seriously, why... Okay, that is really trippy. There should be no reason you guys should be... Oh my gosh. The only thing I can imagine is... For some reason, the enemy didn't kill one fast enough, and it spawned a second one, and one got pushed out of the walls. Really not sure how that happened. Although one thing I will do is I'm gonna block up the corners so it's harder for the mobs to be pushed out. So unfortunately, if this Volco joined in with those three, which it might very well have if there's, well, three of them here, then the herd has a new location, in which case it'll just spawn from that one. Okay, that should be the herd location now. Now I have to check the other ones. Actually, while I go check them out, I'm gonna bring some walls. Okay, this one's fine. But I'm going to make sure this pen is secured. Okay, that should be safer now. No, I'm not feeling as good as I'd like to. Maybe it was just the rest of the day today. I know it's only been 2.5 hours, but what I'm probably gonna do is I'm gonna go rest a little bit, maybe have some dinner, and then hopefully I'll be able to hop back on. And then we should be back on track. Something else I have to consider doing as well is I need tentacle spots so I can make the Merm Warrior houses with wort. Get the Merm farm going. So yeah, along with last time and with this one, it's pretty much a good paints a good picture of how autumn generally goes. Just do your farm rotations. We are gonna do, if I come back, we are gonna do some fighting, hopefully, because it should be raining a tiny bit. And take the opportunity to fight Dragonfly and Bee Queen, and then occasionally Claws. I couldn't find them right now at the moment. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go rest a little bit. Hopefully I'll catch a second wind and we'll be back on this. If not, then I should definitely be streaming again tomorrow. Anybody who's been watching the VODs, thank you again so much, and they'll be up on my channel with the same username. And hopefully we'll bounce back, and I'll see you guys then.